Hey kids, we're back. Our screen's dried, and I've got a few other things. The main ingredient for this part of the demonstration is the other classic Speedball Screenfiller. Don't leave home without it for all your screen filling needs. This works really good in combination with the drawing fluid that we did earlier, and it's also good for a block out and a resist. So I'm going to show you how to close the screen up, or at least get the stencil on it. You need to make sure that your screen's dry. It may look wet, but you can run your hand over it and you can kind of feel if something's wet. But if it's sticky, that's fine. It just needs to be dry to the touch and not runny. So what we'll do is we'll have a squeegee handy. We'll elevate our screen like that. Probably more than just a pencil's width. So I'm going to put a little bit more. You want to make sure it doesn't have contact with the base. You want to have a hairdryer handy. So take this. Try not to shake it to mix it. Just use a brush or a spoon. Put a liberal amount down at the bottom of your screen surface, and then take your squeegee. And what you want to do is have your squeegee at a 45-degree angle, and then just do one swipe like that. And then I always like to hit it briefly with a hairdryer, just to let it skin over. I know that's annoying. And then I come back and pull one more time like that, dropping off the excess on the off the squeegee, and then you can reclaim. Try not to go over the surface more than twice, because it will dissolve it. The drawing fluid is water soluble. The screen filler is not. So, but it is wet, and it will loosen that up if you're not careful. So use a key card or whatever to reclaim as much as you can. And we'll be back to show you how to wash it out in a minute. Well, I reckon that looks dry enough. Just remember, kids, whenever you're hair drying, don't just lay into it and just dry one spot. Just keep it moving. And if you have to have hot, just keep it really moving on there. Otherwise, you're going to burn a hole in the screen, and oh, that displeases me a lot. Once it's dry, you can put your hand on it and check. If it's still a little bit cool or moist, then you know it's not dry. And you want to check both sides of the screen. Make sure you don't have any big blobby gloops under there. This one was used from somebody else's leftover here. This is kind of a sign of inept stencil placement, but we'll work on that. Now what we want to do is take this drawing out. What we're going to do is remove all the drawing fluid stuff, and all this kind of poop brown stencil will stay in there. So I usually just get a container of water and a sponge right here. And in most cases, I'll either get newsprint or newspaper to put under there, because we'll need to have something that's will catch the water and not make a mess of the base of your image. If you don't want to take your screen out of the rig, this is the best way to do it. And what I do is just take a sponge and kind of flood it a little bit, and then just kind of lightly rub on there. You don't want to rub a hole in it or use the scrubby part, because you could rough up the stencil a little bit. Another way you can do it is if you want to take it out, you can take it to the sink. Ask Mom if you can use her aerator to blow it out in the sink. So you want to come on the back side, make sure all the goo's out, like that. And this is looking pretty good here. So just kind of check it lightly, and it's kind of that simple. And then once you got all the blue out, just hit it with a hair dryer. I won't do that, but it should be ready to go. We'll come back later and see if we can print it. Bye-bye.